And we back. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Watch Your Mouth Reviews. This is your boy James, where I am here to give my honest review while trying to watch my mouth. Do y'all think it's gonna happen? No, it's not gonna happen, but that's okay. We'll live to fight another day. Joining me is my co-host, Mrs. Best. Y'all stay what's up to her.
Good morning. Welcome in. Like, share, and subscribe.
Yes, and while you're subscribing to Mrs. Best, please subscribe. Please, because any reviews or recaps we do not cover on my channel, we cover on her channel. I'm telling you, it'd be lit over there. I am enjoying Married at First Sight. I am enjoying not Loving Marriage, Loving Hip Hop Miami all on her channel because I get to cut up. And if y'all want to see James act the fool, y'all will go over to Mrs. Best's channel and subscribe to that, so we can show her some love. We can both get monetized, get rich, and get out of our regular day jobs. Ain't that right? No. I'm on one today, y'all, because I'm trying to get this done, get this over with, so I can enjoy my day. Mrs. Best got big plans today as well, so we trying to hurry up. Belle Collective, y'all. This episode, it was a lot without it being a lot. Does that make sense? Hey, that pizza that Marie ordered looked like Pizza Hut.
It looked nasty.
See, y'all nice. I was going to say Little Caesars, but that's okay. That's okay, Marie. It was still rude as hell, which we'll get into in just a minute. So we open up the scene where we leave off, which was a to be continued, the first confrontation between Letitia and Latrice. Oh, Lord. Hi, Mrs. Moncrief. Here is our Southern tea spiller right here. They give us all the good stuff about this Belle Collective, y'all. So what's up to her? Hey, y'all, happy Saturday. I want to... I can't finish that because yes, that was the best. That shit was rude. I'm sorry, y'all. It was. I was like, this is best. Are you ordering food while you on somebody else's trip that actually brings food to you?
I put the bitch in the ocean. The beach ain't nothing but right across the street. You better look to Google to understand the tides when it comes in and when it goes out. And you and your finger waves can sleep with the waves.
I mean, literally, her mama and her mother-in-law and her aunt literally brought y'all some gumbo. I didn't know what the other shit was, but it was, literally brought y'all some food. Like
How you
Marie.
from the South? I'm gonna wait till we get to it, but I ain't never met people from the South that move like this. And Marie, I'm gonna just say this before we move forward. Looking at your family and what you have shown us throughout the seasons from your loved ones, your house is the one people will want to watch themselves from eating for. I don't know if there's lead from the bullet in the pot. I don't. But okay. See, Carrie, if you're gonna be on this show, I want you to learn how to read.
Yes, please.
I'm available.
Like, this should not be you too sweet. And that's why I hate to rack on you like I do, but I need you to, baby, if you're gonna be on this show, you need to step it up. Because you know how to be shady. I know you know how to do it. So stop playing with us, Carrie. But anyways, y'all, so the show opens up once again with Letitia and Latrice. Latrice said that like it was never her intentions to bring Mandy and have her expose all of that and hurt, Letitia. And Letitia's looking at her like, well, then why did it happen at your home? Like, why would you still do that? And this is what gets on my nerves about Letitia. Because once again, you're more mad at the messenger than you are the message. And also, I'm going to say this as well. You and Mandy, from what I understand, have your own relationship outside of Latrice. So why are you mad at Latrice over something that Mandy spilled when you could have called Mandy? And I'm gonna get on Mandy too, because Mandy could have called Letitia. If that really was the case, you could have called Letitia and said, "Hey, let me meet up with you right quick and let me tell you what happened." And could have left Latrice out of this. But y'all are steady trying to bring Latrice in it. And I understand her position. Like a lot of people say Latrice is a snake. I do think it was fucked up. I'm not going to lie. But at the same time, when you really dissect the layers, it seemed like Mandy and Letitia could have got along fine with leaving Latrice out of it and brought it up on a separate occasion. So I fault Mandy for not bringing Letitia up to speed with this. And I fault Letitia for trying to bring Latrice in the middle of it. Like, that's how I feel. Mrs. Best, how do you feel about that?
I feel differently. I think that Letitia probably knows Mandy through Latrice. And I feel like Mandy's probably got more loyalty towards Latrice, which is fine. Like, if it comes to dealing with other people that we all get cool with, if I have an initial friendship that's strong for years with somebody, I'm gonna side with them if something goes wrong. And Mandy made it very clear she didn't like how Letitia was treating Latrice. So it's like, while, like I said, Latrice, I don't like that she responded late, but she got every right to come at these bitches however she feels she needs to. They've come at her husband, her family, her life, her looks, her businesses. So really, she can come at them. But I don't understand how Latrice is a snake when Latrice been getting fucked with and picked on since season 1 by Letitia and Marie. So Letitia, one would question, why did you choose to side with Marie and to allow things to get so hostile between her and Latrice? Why did you do that? Like, it doesn't, everybody is wrong in some way, but I don't feel sorry at all for Marie, or not Marie.
Letitia.
Yeah, I don't feel sorry for her. And the other thing, bitch, what the fuck you expect? You should have left this nigga seasons ago. I'm sorry. I'm still waking up, so I don't have much of a filter. I apologize for my language to anybody older or, who love the Lord. But shit, why are you mad at everybody but Glenn?
That's what I said.
I would never stay with a nigga that when something like this happens, I have to question. Because if somebody come to me and is like, Mr. Best been in their DMs, I would laugh. If you really do fuck with your spouse and really got that trust or really got passwords that's giving you false trust, whatever you got going on, nobody could come to you and tell you some shit about them and then you go crash out. If it really wasn't that big of a deal, like Letitia tried to make it seem based on the timeline at the dinner, then she wouldn't still be bringing the shit up. She's trying to make it seem like it's Latrice that's done her wrong, but I also feel like Letitia's trying to find a way to get more information about the situation. I just do.
I understand where you're coming from. I do. I understand where you're coming from, and I do agree. Like, I do think that for Latrice, this could be get back. I don't necessarily think this is the situation where it's get back, but I do feel like if I don't really want to insert myself in something, and by my just do of how y'all all came for me, then I don't feel like I need to. And I think that was realistically her point. She just didn't execute it that way. But that, we're going to put a pin in this because this comes up again and again this episode. So it is the day of Letitia's brunch, and she's having it at Carrie's, restaurant, Brick and Spoon, or whatever shit is called. And all the ladies saying like, oh, I know how to dress. So they have like this walkway, and y'all, everybody looks crazy. I said, is this really what we wear at brunch attire? Like, okay. I didn't like anybody's look. Tambra's looked cheap. Marie's looked like it was inappropriate. Selena looked okay. I didn't mind Selena's look, and also Latrice looked okay as well. I thought her wig could have been better, but I'm not my man. What do I know? So they get to Carrie's little restaurant. You remember, y'all, thanks to Mrs. Moncrief, we now know that the t-shirt charges $65 a pop for, these brunches, which I'm still side-eyeing Letitia on that. Mrs. Moncrief said, that's real, Mrs. Letitia, so her because she knows Glenn Strickland. And she's too insecure to leave him. If y'all really want to understand, Letitia's too insecure to leave them. Like, she gonna get mad at him. She gonna sleep in Joshua's room or go over to her mama house. But at the same time, she's not gonna leave that man. She's just never going to do that. Marie outfit once again made my teeth itch. She must have found out on clearance on Temu or Shein. It definitely looked like Shein. I don't see it on Temu, but definitely on Shein. But so as Letitia's, she's making her announcement, hi ladies, and I guess everybody did know some sort of entrepreneur or some sort of, assistance or guidance in the town. So Letitia's like, hey, everybody, I just want you to know I'm Letitia Pearson, and I just want to let you guys know that I built these brunches to help ladies who probably are not, big ups in entrepreneurship, so that way you can come and meet other people, rub elbows with them, because it's not about competition with sisters. It's about lifting each other up and empowering and everything. And I said, yeah. Okay. So Carrie felt that, and Carrie's like, yes, because I'm really proud of Letitia. I love women and everything. And I just want everyone to know that, we are empowering each other. We are helping each other. We're going to build this. And as she's going through her speech, her eyelash is coming off. And everybody is so focused on it. And I was hollering because I was telling Mrs. Best, I have never seen that happen. And Mrs. Best kindly reminded me that it does happen often. Mrs. Best, you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
How did you feel when that eyelash was holding off for dear life?
I don't know how she didn't feel it because eyelashes do come off all the time, especially if you're somewhere hot and humid or have had it on for a long time, moving around, stuff like that. I have watery eyelids in general, so every time I put lashes on, they come off, but I feel it happening like before it even falls. So I don't know. Maybe she was just trying to muster through. I'm really not here for people trying to make a big deal of shit that everybody go through. Because I know every time I go to the bathroom when I'm in a public place, I see some little heifer in there reattaching an eyelash or being told to reattach it. Like these things happen, mishaps, things like that. But I did like how, again, in the show, I don't think they even made it a big deal. It was just a funny, quick moment, and then they moved on because it happens. The brunch, let me know when I can comment on the brunch.
Oh, I was just going to ask you. So, is this a brunch you would pay $65 to go to?
First of all, don't ever have nobody paying $65 for $20 chicken and waffles. I've looked up Carrie's restaurant as soon as she came on the show. I've looked up the prices, the menu. I think she's doing well because her food is reasonably priced and it looked good. But let's just talk about profit and loss for those who've worked in retail or have business backgrounds. Like, you're going to spend how much on bacon? Not much at a brunch. Waffle mix don't cost much for a brunch, right? You charging people $65 when really their plate probably was only $10 to $16 of your budget. I don't understand where it makes sense. Then you charging people to be in somebody else's venue that they really could have went to for free anyway and got their brunch. I don't think this was representative of a Letitia brunch. This was Carrie's restaurant, Carrie's food, and Carrie's area. Carrie gave a better speech because Letitia say the same thing in every speech, but can't show us results. Like, I think Letitia has a good idea, but I think she needs to go into investing and stop trying to be the face of her company and the face of her ideas and invest in someone else executing them. Come up with it, invest in it, and shut up, Letitia. It made me want to go to Carrie's restaurant. I didn't get any of this that would make me want to look up Letitia Pearson or
I've never been interested. Like, no matter how much she tries to relaunch these brunches, I've never really been interested in that being something. I know it's not in my demographic. I totally get that, y'all. But at the same time, I'm just somebody. Lord, these motorcycles will drive me crazy over here. I'm sorry, y'all. I live on a main street that has two diners, and bikers love to come over here and show off their bikes, and it happens every day. I'm over it now. Hi, Shana. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys subscribe to Shana_MCD. Her information is in my description box. Please subscribe. Show my girl some love and tell her James sent you. So, but as I was saying, Letitia's brunches are they're just that. Now I do have a question because this was curious. Do you think that ladies had to pay for the brunch and the bill? Because she didn't have it like buffet style. All the waiters were serving the guests. So do you think that this was really like the Letitia Center, or do you think people paid their own separate tabs for this brunch?
I feel like Letitia probably arranged something with Carrie, and Carrie was like, let's just serve them because of the location. It would have been difficult to do buffet style in the location that they had. But I don't think that Letitia would make people pay for their own food because it looked like everybody had kind of the same couple of things and her menu offers more. So she probably just limited the menu for the brunch and served everybody what they wanted.
So at this point in the conversation, that's a good point. And I was going to say, at this point, I really think that for me, this was more so Carrie's brunch than it was Letitia's. That's how I felt. Because at this point, I don't feel like this was Letitia centered. Yeah, like Letitia was very hands off with the brunch and it was successful. I bet in the future she will bump heads with Carrie because of the success. I don't know if she'll bump heads with Carrie because I don't see Carrie doing this. I don't see Carrie kind of taking on the brunches. Like, I don't think this will be another Aikisha taking over Fair Street from Letitia. I don't see this being the same situation, but it
People need
could.
to talk about the fact that Letitia was hands off, and it's the first time that we really don't have anything negative to say about the brunch.
Well, I think because
she needs to let go of these fucking brunches. It's
but
stupid.
Here's the thing.
It doesn't work. Letitia needs to get help from other people to execute her ideas. I will keep saying it to the end of time because it looked like Carrie's brunch to you. It looked like Carrie's brunch to me. It was on Carrie's trip in an area that Carrie's familiar with and from. In her restaurant.
Carrie's restaurant. Yeah.
Eating Carrie's restaurant's food with Carrie's staff doing everything. Letitia said hands off. All Letitia did was say a speech. She did not do shit. The credit should all go to Carrie. And that's probably why nobody complained of cold food. No one complained of undercooked food, overcooked food. Nobody complained.
Don't forget the dirty
Marie
plates.
Trying to be messy.
Don't forget dirty plates.
Yeah. The plates was clean in a restaurant where they do it all the time. So, Letitia likes to talk about being a boss, but we really have never seen her in 6 seasons show us any boss moves. Not one. And I don't like half of the women that's on this cast, but I've seen Aikisha make boss moves. I couldn't stand her. Y'all couldn't stand So Gucci. We've seen So Gucci do things and make boss moves. We've seen Marie do so many things within her career and make several boss moves. We've seen Tamara do shit. We've seen Latrice open a business every season that this show has existed. I don't know what we're going to see Selena do yet, but we know that she's very well connected and very sweet. We ain't seen Letitia do nothing but forgive Glenn and come behind Marie like her Rottweiler.
I mean, we see Letitia, what we see Letitia do? Enterprise.
No, I'm talking about actually doing shit. Latrice talked about Goddess Links and how her passion's hair. Now she's expanded that to opened restaurants. Marie said her passion was medical, helping people with their mental health. Then she went and got a degree in public health to understand how to properly lead a mental health facility. We saw So Gucci speak herself into existence, teach self-confidence. Talk about she the #1 real estate person in Jackson, even though she's not even in the top 30 list, but she's still doing stuff. Like, everybody has done something. Letitia says Letitia Pearson's Enterprises always has a random person working in her office with a bob, but never has clients, never does anything. Right, Mrs. McCreep. And why is she snapping her fingers like she's the leader? But we never see her at work. We don't see Marie in scrubs and driving around the van that they probably taking their clients to after they 5150, but we have not seen Letitia do nothing. I want to see her catch a criminal.
You really think Letitia be dogged the bounty hunter at somebody goes like, "Excuse me, I'm Letitia Pearson.
I want to see it.
Mr. Wright, where are you at? You supposed to be in court." Hello.
I can hear her now. Mr. Wright, because I hear you in there. Stop playing now. Open this door. I can hear her right now. I want to see it.
Well, that's correct. She's not a bounty hunter. She is the Belle Bondsman. I do believe there was like 2 episodes where the Belle Bondsman did go with Dog the Bounty.
How you got money to bail out cousin Pookie, but you can't fix your wig? Ain't no way in hell that you a bail bondsman and you got the money to bail people out, but you was panicking about health insurance when Glenn left his job.
I mean, y'all, unless bail bondsmen have changed the interlude of how they do business, you have to have cash on the barrel hand in order to be a bail bondsman. Like, I don't know how she does
between her and Glenn. It smells 427 credit score. I don't trust it.
Oh
They
my
do look better,
goodness.
but they
They
still not
do.
secured.
Yeah.
Her wig almost flew away when she was outside talking to Latrice.
We gonna get to that. That shit was funny. I'm sorry. Them wigs and the lace fronts, I could not. I could not, y'all. So where are we at? Because hell, I done lost my train. Okay, so it was the brunch. So Carrie has them back at the house, and they're putting on these pajamas, and Carrie's gonna have them, do like this lemon squeeze exercise, which was crazy as hell. Um, Carrie has her mom, mother-in-law, and aunt drop off food, and this Marie, oh, I don't know about this food. Now y'all know Carrie can't cook. I don't know about this food. And Carrie telling Marie, no, the food's gonna be good, Marie. The food's gonna be good. Like, don't worry about it. So as the ladies getting their plate, they're sitting around in a circle, they hear a knock at the door. And Letitia and Carrie go and open the door, and it's a pizza. And they're like, who ordered the pizza? And Marie said, that's mine, baby. Come bring that pizza over here. And they're like, Carrie's like, that is so rude. Like, I get all this together and you order a pizza. And everybody in their confession was like, yeah, that is kind of rude. Like, Tamara said, I would have went to bed hungry. Like, I would have never did that because it was rude. It was absolutely crazy that you would order a pizza and this lady's trying to show you hospitality. Like, the food is there. She's trying. Like, that's messed up. Like, I felt bad for Carrie that Marie did that because that was trifling. Mrs. Best, how did you feel about Marie ordering that pizza?
She ain't no Southern person, no Southern Belle. She proves what Carrie gonna say later about Jackson, Mississippi being ratchet, which according to my friend who moved to Jackson, Mississippi, she says it is indeed ratchet. And everywhere ratchet, you got people who not ratchet. But who does this? Like, Marie, based on your shape, I know you be eating gumbo and yams and collard greens with the ham hock. Don't play with us, Marie. Don't play with us. Secondly, she's so desperate for a moment. Like, I be warming up to Marie, like, okay, I can mess with Marie because she's funny and how she is. But then at the same time, sometimes she goes and does stuff that's just too far and just lacks any type of class. It just lacks a lot. So I didn't understand why she felt like that would be okay. It seems like she keeps trying to shade Carrie, like in the departments of food and anything that has to relate to cooking. And I feel like she's doing it strategically because she knows that that's Carrie's business. You could say what you want about this lady not being able to cook and not wanting to eat the food. Her restaurants are doing well. She's not being violated by the health departments and all of that. Feel how you feel. So I just feel like Marie's trying to have a moment. Because why did you, bring that over here? Girl, if you knew you have food coming and you order it on the app, you can track your food coming. Even if you order it from the pizza place, you can track your food coming. So she knew her food was there and chose not to get up. I think Marie did it for a moment, but enjoy your pizza.
Now, Kenya had everybody fucked up on that trip. I remember that. So DM Rox's comment says, I love Kenya, but this reminded me of the time she bought crab cakes and fries for herself on the cash trip on season 13. There's a difference. Kenya had, like, what Carrie did. Carrie has food for them. She was fucking it up, though. She was. That bread, like, I don't know why she didn't have no pan and why she just put the bread on the little rack there. That was kind of, Carrie, that was kind of ghetto. I'm not going to lie. But, no, Kenya was the host of this trip. And she was roasting them a pig, but she had no appetizers or nothing for them because a pig takes an entire day to cook. So the fact that she didn't have no food for them and she's going to order herself something as the host of the trip, no, Kenya had everybody fucked up on the trip. I'm sorry. That didn't remind me of that. Marie's just being rude. There's a difference. Like, Marie's just being rude because it's kind of like this lady is going all out for you and then you order a pizza. Because
Marie
you don't
wanted
trust
a moment, like I said, that's all it was. Marie wanted a moment because it's very simple when you order delivery. You can order delivery from Pizza Hut now and be able to track your order through a text message on your phone. If you order it through DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub, you name it, you can track your order. You knew it was coming and you chose to try and have a moment on somebody else's trip. Marie, why don't you host a trip somewhere?
Right. Because we've yet to see her host a trip, like other than that business thing where she opened up that other center. We've not seen her host a trip. And also, I'm going to shade Selena too, because you didn't have to take a piece of that pizza either. because that was even more rude than anything else. Like she was like, everybody want piece, the tree, she want a piece of pizza. It was like,
It was
see,
rude to the elders. The thing is, I understand the idea about not eating everybody's cooking, but at the same time, it's the South. I'm sure that food was fine. They drove it right to you. I mean,
yeah.
when they put gumbo in a big ass Rubbermaid Tupperware, it's good. For whatever reason, they didn't want to eat it. I can understand that,
But don't be rude about it. Like
someone
let's
shouldn't
like
have to
finish the
feel like they
scene
have to
out.
pay just
Yeah,
to
like
host people. Because
just finish
realistically,
the scene out for the TV show and then just say, hey, I'm going to go order something. I'm sorry. Gumbo's not my thing. I'm so sorry, but I appreciate the gesture, but I'm going to go order something now that we're done
they
taping.
from Jackson, Mississippi. These bitches was being sedity around the food, and I think they were all to a certain extent just doing it for the camera. How y'all in the South and y'all not getting up for some gumbo? If somebody bring gumbo in, I don't got to know you. I don't need to know where it come from. As soon as I see that crab leg sticking out the pot, I'm on my way with a bowl. We'll
And
figure
if
out
it's
the
not,
rest later.
yeah, if it's not good, I'm just not going to eat your gumbo.
If it's not good, I'm not gonna finish it. It's that simple.
Andre Shannon, I do not trust Marie. I don't trust her either. Like
I
that
don't
was
either. She hiding something under them finger waves. I'm telling you.
But
Nobody
anyways, the ladies talk about the. I gotta keep going because we're gonna be all day talking about this. The ladies sit in the circle, and Tambra's like, the brunch was very nice. The food was good, but do people just not dress up here? Because in Jackson, we dressed up and go dressed down. So what's the situation? And Carrie said, well, Jackson is known as being ratchet. So here people don't have to, go through the over the top aesthetic. And Tambra said Jackson is ratchet. No, whoa. Jackson and Carrie back down, which I wouldn't have. I said what the fuck I said. In my opinion, it is ratchet, Tambra. Starting with you being at the top of the list. Because don't forget, Tambra, you came on here first season with 700-pound hair and pink lipstick and ghost makeup. So let's not do this, Tambra. This ain't the fight you want.
Amber, you 57 years old with a baby daddy. Be quiet. And your first one at that. Be quiet. Sit this one out.
Yeah, I said, Tambra, leave this alone, please. Because if we want to rerun, this is Carrie's first season. Do y'all remember what it was like y'all first seasons? You, Letitia, we couldn't, let me tell you, Letitia's wigs were...
Somebody comment Letitia in that wig, season 1.
Yeah. There ain't been an episode where Letitia hair ever been on point. The only person whose wigs were almost on point every time was Latrice. Everybody else...
do hair.
And she could do hair. So it was like, come on. We're not going to start this like Tamara. This lady first season. And to be honest, as
Marie
we just said,
in that blonde wig and her having the audacity to put Monroe at the back of her name tells me everything I need to know about Jackson as it relates to ratchetness. Because ain't no way. And mind you, I'm from East Oakland, California. Shout out to the town. It's ratchet as hell there some places too. So, and I'm sure there's nice areas in Jackson. I'm sure there's not so nice areas in Jackson, but it's like somebody calling your city ratchet. I can understand slightly feeling offended, but also at the same time, a city is just a city. Like we don't choose where we from. Who the fuck cares?
Right. But we can call a spade a spade. We can call a spade a spade. I'm just saying Tamra was the wrong person to facilitate something not being ratchet when we go back to her first season of the show. It wasn't Tamra just now on this season somewhat got her hair together and her look together. Somewhat. But when it comes to the rest of them, not. Hold on, what y'all say this chat? Latrice don't do hair, she just tells that this is why it was looked enough.
Latrice, no, Shana, Latrice this season, every episode I've seen a wig lifting. I don't understand it. There's something under the intergalactic finger waves. I'm telling y'all. I ain't never seen nobody's finger waves just always. That's not an easy style to just keep up.
It's not. It's y'all, but I tell y'all, like literally that's almost the equivalent of microwave curls. Like you just like unless she stuck her head in the microwave and turned it on, I don't know how she could do this. Like I don't know what kind of spritz that is, but Lord, they need to start selling it everywhere.
Cedric in that hair salon, he got that beauty school. He probably whipping and dipping her, keeping her right. I'd go back to him too.
You think Cedric do her hair?
I wouldn't be surprised. That man is sweet as hell in every way that you could be. And nothing's wrong with it for it. But I don't blame her. If he need a little razzle and dazzle to keep people from figuring out what we already know, and he feel like doing her hair is the payment, hey, I bet you that's the arrangement. Because her hair is together this season.
Yeah, it is. And the next thing is how not to be a baby mama at 57. Yo.
I'm gonna be quiet.
Tamara's not 57, she's 45, which ain't no better.
Better. Ain't no better. At that age, as an adult, woman or man, you know better.
It's never too late to live your dream.
Running out of time, so I do what you got to do, Tambra. If she loves her child,
she do, and that's beautiful. That's beautiful. But I still call her Tambra Braxton because that's what she reminded me of season 1. Not microwave curls. Y'all confusing the kids. Y'all remember when y'all mamas used to stick her ponytail in the microwave and turn on for 30 seconds? Don't act like I'm the only person who knew that shit. Yes, like 25 is her industry.
Industry age.
Y'all really think they're older than 45? Y'all really think that? Because I thought she was 50. I really no shade to Tambra. I really thought she was 50. I did not know she was younger than that.
40 fucking 5 years old. Ain't no way. We don't age that way. She lying.
Cedric is quite dainty, very Kim Field's husband.
Is she still with him?
Yeah, she's still with him.
Oh God.
Yeah, she's still with him. Yeah.
Okay, Regine.
I don't know about. I don't remember Kim Field's husband's name. I don't remember him at all. But I don't know if I fully got that from him. Cedric is a different story. I could clearly see this. Her husband, he had to give more context than that. That's why I'm gonna say it like that. He had to give more context than what he gave. He was a bit sassy. I will give him that was one context clue. But other than that, there wasn't really too many other signs. I saw that. I was like, oh yeah, 100%. Cedric, I can clearly see it. But it's the South. It's still not acceptable because Black people care about what other Black people think. So, it is what it is. But moving on from there, the next thing we talk about is we have this medium come in. And I'm like, please, y'all, no. Why are we doing this? So the medium comes in and, she has this connection with Selena. We learned that Selena's father passed away. I've never seen Selena's mother on this show particularly. Was she ever on Bring It, Selena's mother?
No.
Okay. She says she looks like Selena's mom, so she couldn't have known that. So it was kind of like, okay, because we've never seen Selena's mom, so I don't know how she would notice. So she asked production, did y'all tell this lady anything about me before she came up in here? Because this is weird that she is getting all these things. Like she named, that Selena still has the clothes her son was murdered in. Like she has all these things. That's not something that she could have known unless production, told her. And production said, no, we had no idea about this lady coming in. We just mic'd her and sent her up in here. And the lady said that she has not seen the show. And Selena, there's certain things that she said that you did not reveal on the show. So I'm not trying to say this lady's full of shit, but I'm just saying, like, there are some things that this lady did not see that she couldn't have seen. Mrs. Best, do you feel differently?
I'm gonna actually keep my opinion to myself on this. I think that I'm not even the most religious person, but I do consider myself to be a Christian. I'm not against psychics. I don't see nothing wrong with it, but I think there's a fine line with how many of them have been exposed for not truly having gifts and how sneaky people have gotten, how easy it is to research information. She really didn't tell anybody anything that they couldn't look up to know in terms of who's gone and stuff like that. I don't know. I felt torn because it's hard to know who's legit and who's not legit. The other thing that was a red flag for me is that this psychic had a doctorate in theology and the Lord and was a minister. I've heard of people with the Holy Ghost and you know, receiving premonitions and stuff like that. But I've never heard of like a minister full blown saying, I am a medium. I'm not saying it's not possible. I guess a good example could be some ministers like having the LGBTQ friendly churches, you know? Some say follow the Bible exactly as is. Some say accept everybody as they is, you know? So I guess that depends. But I don't think Selena would have turned and asked producers that question if she didn't have good cause to think that somebody might have talked to them. And then we have to also think a lot of these women on the show, Selena has been close to throughout the years. So I didn't quite buy it. And I might have bought it if the lady wasn't a minister also. That part threw me off.
Okay.
But I don't have nothing wrong. Don't come for me trying to cancel me, y'all, because I don't see nothing wrong with psychics and mediums. I've gone with friends when they've done it. But I've just never, like for a minister, she sure did do that very medium focused versus the balance of like the spirituality that comes with Christianity. And then also balancing that with the spirituality that people seek from mediums. Like it was very like, okay, I'm gonna tell you this about your past, this about this person, that I don't know. So I didn't fully trust it. But her hair was laid. She was cute, a little psychic lady.
No, and I 100% agree. I often struggle with it myself, which is why I kind of, when it came to what she was saying, I kind of had to really dissect it and say, okay, Selena never revealed this on the show, which is why I asked if she ever revealed her mother on Bring It, because she has not revealed her mother on this show. So that's why I'm like, okay, could there be any context to this? Could she have looked this information up? Sure. But I feel like there are still certain details. Like, how would she know that Selena kept her son's clothes? Selena never revealed that. So it's just certain things that I question, but there's certain things I'm like, yeah, well, she never did reveal it. So it's like, how would she know? If like, because I do believe there are gifted people. I have not had a psychic reading. I'm a person that I feel like there's certain things that I should not know about my future. Because where's the element of surprise if I'm expecting it to happen? So I'm one of those people that I just feel like there's certain things you shouldn't know. Like that's just how I feel. Like so that's why I don't. That's why I've never had a psychic reading. I feel like there's certain things I should never know until I get there. Mrs. Moncrief said the medium here and the psychic on Real Housewives SLC were strangely accurate, but I agree. I don't like playing in the spirit realm too much. Latrice has a lot to unpack and think this reading helped her. I do believe that I was going to get to her next, so I'm glad you brought that up, Mrs. Moncrief. I do believe that there were certain things that Latrice does because she has daddy issues. And I think that with this psychic reading, the reason why she wanted to do it is because she saw Carrie go through some closure. Now, we don't know Carrie from Adam. So I do believe that there is some accuracy with Carrie's reading too, because to me, to say someone who got killed in a car accident where there was other details missing, like was it an overdose or suicide? And Carrie said it was definitely suicide. So I do feel like Carrie just really like someone that made Latrice go, okay, I want mine read too. And she connected with her father, apologized. And then she also said her grandmother is whispering her ear, saying that Latrice is the favorite. That one I kind of struggle with too, because I feel like all grandmothers do that, where they don't want to say out loud who their favorite grandchild is. They'll whisper. I kind of feel like that's something that all Black grandmothers do. They don't want to say who their favorite is, so they'll just whisper it and just have it be like a little secret, kind of. So that to me was kind of like that was the moment where I questioned it. It wasn't so much Selena's situation. It was that. It was like, okay, all Black grandmothers do that. They whisper who the favorite is. Everyone says I'm the favorite grandchild, and I know that's not true. It is what it is. I think I'm the more responsible one. I think that's why they aligned that. But if we really put into context, well, I think my grandmother or especially my grandfather, my brother is my grandparents' favorite. Like I already know this, so I'm not even gonna say it's me. But I think all grandparents do that. So I don't know. But it definitely got the ladies emotional. And Marie asked, once the psychic leaves, Marie asked, what made you change your mind? And she said that it was just things I really want to know. And I felt like, what's the harm in giving a chance? Because Letitia, Marie, and Tamara weren't feeling this at all. They're, Christians. And we can go back and forth about this, but I just, thought it was interesting. It was interesting to bring this on this show particularly. So before we go to the next topic, Mrs. Best, anything else you want to add with the whole psychic thing, or can I move on?
I never know what to believe when I see psychics on TV, and I hope that they weren't playing with people. Just because also I am studying the science of psychology, so sometimes going and seeking answers from those who are no longer living can actually go against helping you heal through your grief.
Right.
And I think that sometimes people turn to things like this as kind of a shortcut to find answers and to get to feeling better, which is understandable. But be careful with what you do, how you hire them, because I promise you, the thing that made me the most concerned was production. No, we just mic'd her because she was here, when so much more goes into being put on camera. It's not just getting mic'd because you show up. There's things you have to sign. There's a lot that goes into it. So I don't know, but either way, it looked like that helped everybody. Latrice need therapy though, years of it, but that's all. I digress.
I agree, and I just feel like, to me, I'm kind of glad they did, but I'm kind of glad they didn't. I know it would be something I would have done, just because, as I said, I'm somebody, I believe in their abilities. I do, but I'm also somebody. There's certain things I just don't want to know about me until I get there. That's just me, because I don't want to miss a step. I don't want to get excited about something, and I don't want to be disappointed. Because when I get disappointed, I tend to give up on everything. I've done it before, and I'm not going to do it again. So that's just how I feel. So the last thing we're going to talk about is the whole Latrice and Letitia, and I'm about sick of this by this point. So, Marie was like, there's a lot that was not said when it came down to Letitia and Latrice. And I just felt like if it were me and I was in the middle, I'm not going to anybody. I'm going up to him and I'm saying, look, I know what you about, and you better tell him before I do. And I said, Marie, that is not how you handle it. You don't approach someone's husband with his indiscretions. You don't do that at all. That is not for you to approach someone else's husband and agree. Because I know a lot of married people would not want somebody random, regardless if he did it or not, want somebody to come up to their husband and say, I know you've been cheating, surprise and blindside the wife like that. I'm not married yet, but I know I would not want somebody who I know of to come up to my husband and tell him what he's been doing behind my back to his face like that. Let me confront that person, not you. Mrs. Best, do you feel differently about how Marie said she would handle the situation if it were her?
This is why Marie don't got a man.
She do. His name is Cedric.
Don't play with me. Don't play with me.
No, but I'm being real, y'all. I don't think that that's an appropriate step at all. I felt like Marie, no, that's not how you handle it. You don't go up to someone's husband and say, I know what you've been doing with this. You don't do that. That's not for you to do. That's for his wife to do. And clearly she's not going to do it. So it's like, you just leave it alone. Take it to your grave. Or tell somebody who can't get back to them. Because to me, I just feel like I would just let Letitia just be a fool at this point. Because here we are, 6 seasons in. This shit has been talked about since season 2 of the show. So I feel like let her just be a fool at this point. If she wants to be with him, let her be with him. But for y'all to bring up the indiscretions is obviously going to make her more mad at y'all than it will be at him. Because we know Letitia is not going anywhere. So it's pointless. So this comes up to now the ladies are saying, okay, well, we have to go now. But Latrice and Letitia decide to go outside. Latrice asked Letitia to come outside with her. And this is where we see the lace fronts lifting off their heads and about to expose whatever's underneath, especially for Latrice. And I felt like, no, someone whose wig is always laid. Come on now. And basically, the conversation is the same old shit. I thought you was my girl. I thought you was this. I thought you was that. And like, it really hurt me that you did this. Mrs. Moncrief. I cannot with the intergalactic Marie not having a man.
Marie
And
and
with it,
Essie ain't fooling nobody. They had a plan this season. They was tired of their love being put into the open, and they want to keep it secret so that they can have their love bubble. They ain't fooling nobody.
they not fooling nobody, but if Esty did hire her man to come to Latrice's house, Esty found a fine one because I still can't get over that was Esty. So that's not what I was expecting. I don't know what I was expecting for Esty to walk in with as a husband, but that wasn't it. I felt like I expected somebody big and out of shape. I don't know why. And like bald headed and like not attractive. Like I don't know why. But no. Esty, yeah, so I Esty showed her husband, y'all. So and I did see other pictures of them after that episode. So that's legit situation. She's not Marie's woman, even though she called Marie her soulmate in the reunion of season one. But I digress. I don't know what that's about, but oh well. Those wigs, I'm telling you, that's all I could focus on. I don't even know what the conversation was. I was just sitting there pacing at the TV like, ooh, it's gonna Latrice wig gonna slide off her head. Ooh, it's gonna slide off her head. Slide off her head. Husband in my this is why creepy killing me, y'all. Not husband. But anyways, y'all. So pretty much the conversation is Letitia said, I just can't be with somebody who is going to blindside me like this and do these things to me. You're supposed to be my girl. Like I open up to everybody and give everybody my all. And I just don't need people who are just going to just stab me, my heartstrings and everything. I was looking at Letitia like, girl, whatever. Latrice, just apologize, say, hey, won't happen again, and just move on. Because all of these theatrics and dramatics, I cannot. How did you feel about that conversation?
With Marie?
No, with Letitia and Latrice. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sick of it. I really am sick of it. Letitia, you are the worst friend anybody can have. Her husband will cheat on her if it comes to her that at the time that he was with his mistress at the restaurant that you was across the street getting your money out the ATM, she gonna be mad at you for him being across the street with his mistress. I don't see it for Letitia. Latrice, I don't like how she backpedaling. Just say my friend said this. I don't like that you getting mad at me instead of your husband, but I shouldn't have come at you that way. I should have told Mandy to call you. I just feel like the way Latrice handles stuff, the energy she has in her confessionals is always different from the energy she has in person, which is also different from the energy she has one-on-one. Her energies are just always different. So I don't know. I didn't really care for the scene. I'm tired. I'm ready to get some bells recycled. Like, I'm genuinely tired because Letitia don't have nothing to show us other than a brunch and Glenn's cheating. So she could go.
Mm-hmm.
And Latrice is obviously too afraid to be confrontational, and you have to be that on the show. So she could go too. I'm tired.
Right. So I do have another question. Because in the same conversation, Letitia accuses Latrice of bringing people that come for her, and she brings up Antoinette. Now, y'all remember, I said, now, Letitia, Antoinette's the wrong one. Antoinette's the wrong one because Antoinette started this show with you. You forget season one so quickly? I just feel like that's not a fair assessment to Latrice. Because
She don't
regardless
have
if
nothing else she could say to Latrice. And that's why I'd be annoyed with Latrice and feel like Latrice don't need to be here. Because Latrice could be like, well, what about this season when Marie did this or when Gucci did that and you chose this? She never explains herself though. Instead,
that
she
is
just
a good
sits there
point.
and takes it.
That is a good point. Because like that was like Gucci did blame Latrice for Selena getting in her face at the event when Gucci walked in with a stank attitude and had a whole bunch of crazy energy. And she admitted that. So yeah, I do agree with you. But I just felt like Mandy, I understood that a little bit, but Antoinette, no, that was kind of like that was a long time coming because you accused this lady of trying to get with your husband, and we know good and goddamn well that did not happen, and you ran with that and still ran with that. this season that Antoinette was trying to get
She
at Glenn.
probably
It was
seen
like,
text messages and DMs looking at other stuff from Glenn to Antoinette trying or something from back in the day. She probably seeing old shit and don't even realize it. That's why I'm like, Letitia, no matter what way you cut it, this man has you in situations where you have to question his loyalty. You should never be with nobody that puts you in a predicament where you have to question their loyalty or when they putting their hands on you. Like those are situations you just should not deal with. And she keep going back. I'm tired of it. I feel like that's the only reason Antoinette would keep coming up because Antoinette ain't talking about them, ain't posting live. She's been living her life. She got what she got to say out when she came back, and now she's done. And Letitia's still just mad. But Letitia could also be looking at Latrice and see Antoinette's face and just be mad. But I have a feeling that Glenn probably did try something with Antoinette, and that's probably why she's so triggered.
but even still, that's not Antoinette's fault.
It's not. But Letitia, in her mind, it's always the other woman's fault or her fault in some way.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. But y'all, the ladies pack up, they leave in the middle of the night. I didn't understand this, but okay, because I thought what happened to sleeping the next morning, but you know, it is what it is. So far, Carrie did a good job. For this to be her first season and her first trip, she did a good job. It wasn't bad. It was the best brunch I've seen Letitia have since season one. Because I told you, season one, her brunches were way better than the rest of the season. So kudos to Carrie. This was another way to get your business out there. And I'm glad you're taking full advantage and capitalizing on being on a reality TV show to make sure those businesses get seen. Good job, Carrie. Is there anything else you want to add, Mrs. Best?
No.
All right. Y'all, that was Belle Collective Season 6, Episode 6. So we will be live again tomorrow for Love and Marriage Huntsville. And we thank you so much for being here, Mrs. Best. And I hope you guys
have Married at First Sight tomorrow after your Love and Marriage Huntsville.
I forgot about that. Sorry about that. Yeah, we have Married at First Sight. We're going to get episode 9, I believe. Yeah, episode 9 done. And then they're going to drop a whole slew of new episodes next week. So episode 9 of Married at First Sight on Mrs. Best's channel. Make sure you subscribe to her channel, you guys, and make sure you come in because we really dissect this show really well. Like it's a really good show to really get the psychological of people in these kind of situations. Because as I said, I can go on that show with no problem and actually win. Is it next week? For some reason, my calendar has it this week. It may be next week. I'll double check that and I'll put a community post that it's next week, y'all. But if it does, but
it is next week.
It is. Son of a gun.
Tonight I see season 10, episodes 7 and 8, but it says they're reruns.
Okay, so it is next week. Okay. Thank you, Shana, for the updates. I guess it's next week, so I guess we'll just have Married at First Sight tomorrow. So, therefore, I get a break. Thank you, Jesus. Won't he do it? Won't he do it? So, all right. But I will see you guys next time on my channel, which will be, in fact, Monday for Real Housewives of Potomac. I love you guys. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Shout out to the replay gang. Thank y'all for coming. I appreciate y'all and hope to catch you guys on live soon. Have a great one. Bye-bye.